5 minutes ago, Daniel Sturridge will be allowed to leave Liverpool this month in search of regular first-team football, with Roma reportedly emerging as one interested party. Chelsea are interested in taking Edin Dzeko from the Serie A club, and Munchi, the sporting director, has insisted that the Bosnian will be replaced if he leaves. According to the Daily Star, Roma could rival Internazionale for Sturridge's signature, though the Milan club remain favourites for his signature. However, Sky Sports report that Sturridge is most likely to remain at Anfield this January unless Inter can strike a deal. Sevilla, another interested club, are yet to make a formal bid. 10 minutes ago, remember that wacky UEFA Nations League thing? Yeah, the one where it all looks like blockbusters and you need a degree in applied mathematics from Oxford to understand. Well, the draw for it is happening right now. I know, it's all very exciting. You can follow all of the trials, tribulations and biblical misunderstandings with my lovely colleague Samuel Lovett below. 19 minutes ago, Arsene Wenger says Arsenal have not become a selling club, despite the loss of Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United. Agree. Here's what the Gunners boss had to say yesterday. 30 minutes ago, Barcelona have officially announced that Javier Mascherano is off to China. The Argentine leaves the Catalan giants after 8 glittering years for the riches of Hubei China fortune. The club are holding a farewell ceremony as we speak. 31 minutes ago, Manchester United may have finally completed the signing of Alexis Sanchez, but still the transfer speculation will not let up. Lucas Moura's name was touted in the weeks before Sanchez signing, and the Paris Saint-Germain winger has been speaking about his future again. The 25-year-old, who has struggled for regular playing time in Paris this season, has described his lack of first-team football as a brutal blow. "I'm gutted that I'm no longer playing, to no longer be able to express myself as I was doing before," he said. Lucas has been linked with Tottenham Hotspur as well as United, though he would consider a switch to Spain. "It is true that La Liga could suit me," he added. 42 minutes ago, Manchester City are pushing to sign Shakhtar Donetsk midfielder Fred before the summer. The league leaders are looking to add a number 6 as cover for Fernandinho, with Yaya Touré likely to leave at the end of the season, and the Daily Telegraph report that City fear the deal could ratchet up in price and want it done before the World Cup. 53 minutes ago, Arsene Wenger has revealed how he plans to use both Henrikh Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil together following the former's arrival from Manchester United on Monday. The Armenian joined on a 3.5-year deal after being used in a direct swap deal for Alexis Sanchez, who went the other way to Old Trafford. There has been a lot of excitement of how two of the world's best playmakers will work together for the Gunners when Mkhitaryan and Ozil line up together, and Wenger has insisted it will be down to the quality of the pair for how well it comes together. 1 hour ago, Liverpool will reportedly face competition from Atletico Madrid as well as Arsenal for Thomas Lemar's signature this summer. According to the Daily Mail, Atletico could join the race for the £90 million rated Monaco winger if Antoine Griezmann finally leaves the club. Arsenal remain interested in Lemar despite the arrival of Henrikh Mkhitaryan at the Emirates in exchange for the want-away Alexis Sanchez. 1 hour ago, Chelsea are prepared to risk unsettling some of the veteran stars by handing Edin Dzeko a 2.5-year contract and sealing a £57 million double deal for the Bosnian forward and Roma teammate. Emerson Palmieri, a left-back who will play at wing-back for the defending Premier League champions, has already agreed a £45,000 per week move to Stamford Bridge and is just awaiting formalities, but the deal to sign Dzeko has been more complicated, with the former Manchester City man looking for assurances over playing time and a longer contract than the Blues are usually willing to give those over 30. 1 hour ago, further talks have taken place between West Ham and Inter Milan over midfielder Joao Mario. The Daily Mail reports, as the Irons look for emergency replacements for injured Marco Arnautovic and Manuel Lanzini. Inter are reportedly demanding a loan fee and obligation to buy at the end of the loan, while West Ham will also have to pay the 25-year-old's wages in full. 1 hour ago, Arsenal have upped the ante in the bid for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang after increasing their offer to a potential club record of £50 million while setting the clock ticking with a 48-hour deal deadline, The Times reports. Borussia Dortmund are said to have dug their heels in, hoping to make £60 million from the want-away Gabonese forward, 28. Even at £10 million less than the asking price, a deal would surpass the reported £44 million the Gunners paid Lyon for Alexandre Lacazette in July. Meanwhile, Aubameyang sent Arsenal fans into a spin with a tweet on Tuesday that was perceived to hint at a deal. Along with a waving emoji, the post was signed off XXXXXXL, suspected by some to say Arsenal, with most of the letters removed. The Daily Mail says Gunners forward Olivier Giroud, 31, has also been part of the negotiations as part of a potential player swap. 1 hour ago, Alexis Sanchez has revealed just how close he came to joining Manchester United while at Udinese before moving to Barcelona instead. The Chilean was tipped as the natural replacement to Cristiano Ronaldo after the Portuguese left for Real Madrid for a then world record fee of £80 million, but Sanchez ultimately joined, headed towards the Nou Camp instead. However, after finally joining United 6 years later in a direct swap deal with Henrik Mkhitaryan heading to Arsenal in his place, Sanchez has shed light on just how close he came to moving to Old Trafford. 2 hours ago, Juventus general manager Beppe Marotta admits the pursuit of Liverpool midfielder Emre Can may not be as straightforward as they hoped. The Germany midfielder's current contract expires in the summer and he is eligible to sign a pre-contract deal with an overseas club. But despite the Serie A side having coveted the 24-year-old for several months, no such agreement has been struck. Just over a week ago, Can revealed his agent was still talking to Liverpool about their offer of an extension, and it seems likely he will now wait until the end of the season to make a final decision. 2 hours ago, Arsenal are now frontrunners to snatch West Brom skipper Johnny Evans, 30, after Manchester City grew disinterested. The Gunners are seeking a deal of around £20 million, which would swell the total spent on talent in the window to £70 million if Aubameyang ends up at the Emirates. Albion are said to be keen to raise funds so new boss Alan Pardew can bolster the side's attacking capability before the transfer window ends. 2 hours ago, Alexis Sanchez has dominated the headlines over the last fortnight. Here's the real story of the transfer of the window. 2 hours ago, Antonio Conte has confirmed that Kennedy is set to go to Newcastle United on loan, with the deal expected to be concluded by Tuesday evening. The Brazilian left-back has generally been out of favour for Chelsea and only really used in the earlier knockout rounds of competitions, but Rafa Benitez has a planned role for him. "Yes, I think he's going on loan to Newcastle," Conte said. "I think this." 2 hours ago, Manchester City are said to have their sights on Aymeric Laporte, the Daily Mirror reports. To land the Athletic Bilbao defender, they may have to cough up £57 million to satisfy a buyout clause, however, the newspaper says. The French 23-year-old was expected to move to the Etihad in 2016, although he reportedly pulled out the deal. 2 hours ago, does Arsenal's signing of Henrik Mkhitaryan signal Arsène Wenger is finally changing his transfer policy? 2 hours ago, the key purchases at Manchester United will be in central midfield as Jose Mourinho seeks the long-term replacement for the retiring Michael Carrick and wants to boost his options. Jean-Michel Seri of Nice has become the main target, while Shakhtar Donetsk's Fred, a target of rival City, is an option. United are also confident of doing a deal for 20-year-old Carlos Soler from Valencia and Borussia Dortmund's Julian Weigl. The signing of Sanchez likely means they won't pursue interest in Christian Pulisic as strongly. The potential departure of Marwan Fellaini could well further influence things, but Mourinho may well go for another striker if the Belgian does leave. Fellaini is out of contract at the end of the season. 2 hours ago, the signing of Alexis Sanchez has freed up Manchester United's short-term transfer plans, with midfield now the priority area. With the Chilean having previously been expected to go to Manchester City, the Old Trafford hierarchy had wanted a winger, a striker and a star name, but Sanchez effectively ticks all those boxes and allows different potential formations in attack. United still want the new signing's former teammate Mesut Ozil, whose Arsenal contract is up in the summer, but it is understood he would be seeking wages of over £300,000 a week.